Hey guys, Matthew here at Earthworks Gardens. I want to talk a little bit about native plants and how to use them in your landscape. So if you've ever taken a walk at one of our parks or into a place like Hanna Park in particular, you can see a lot of native plants growing. These are all plants that are native not only to Jacksonville but throughout the southeast region, and there's a range for each particular plant that you see. We carry a handful here, and the one that I'm sitting in front of now is the Dwarf Walters Viburnum. It's a great slow-growing shrub that you can use as individual plants, as focal points, but also as a hedgerow. They do grow very thick and dense, and they are evergreen. They bloom white in the spring. We have a handful of flowers on some of these still. They're blooming heavily about a month ago is when they started. So once we come out of winter and the temperatures start to warm up, the flowers pop. They do hold their buds sometimes for a really long period of time. And their buds, when they're closed, are kind of a rosy color, which gives the shrub in winter time and going into spring this really nice look. And then they pop open and they're covered with tiny white flowers. These are a very easy addition to your garden, and we're also going to be including a few other plants here today. So I'm going to be talking about the Coontie. That's called the Kunti Palm, but it is not an actual palm. It's actually a cycad, so it is more closely related to something like the sago, which is actually very closely related to the Coontie. So the Coontie is an evergreen. It gives you a palm or a tropical look without actually being a palm. They're more of a small, loose, but densely compacted shrub, loose in the fact that they're not branched like other types of shrubs like this Walters Viburnum. There's a lot more separation and distance where all the stems come from the base rather than a branching type plant like a traditional shrub. But they'll give you the appearance of a nice, dense, rounded form, upwards of 2.5 to 3 feet by about 3 to 4 feet wide. They don't require any pruning, so for those of you who are looking for a low maintenance plant, the Coontie is a great addition. Also, the Coontie is versatile. It can grow in the sun, part sun, and into almost some completely shaded conditions. It's very, very versatile and very easy to grow. From time to time, we also carry the Florida Anise, which is a much larger growing Florida native shrub. It can get upwards of 6 to 8 feet tall, so it'd be a great alternative to something like the exotic ligustrums or the exotic viburnums that we use as hedges. If you are interested in using the natives, the other nice benefit to using natives is that, number one, they are from here. They're acclimated to everything that Northeast Florida can hand them. The cold, the heat, the extreme drought that we can have from time to time, but also the deluge of rain. When we get, a couple months of thunderstorms in back to back to back, they can take all that moisture as well. So, and they're also pest and disease resistant because they evolved right here in this part of the world. They have over time built up their defenses so that they can take anything that nature hands them. So that's a huge benefit. We also have some native palms that grow here as well. There's several native palms like the Sabal Palm and also the palmettos, which are a dwarf version of the Sabal palms. We have several of those in stock at any given time. So if you're looking for native palm trees, we do carry a handful of those as well. Come in, check out our selection. It does vary with the seasons, but if you are interested in natives, you can talk with me, and I'd be more than happy to help you incorporate those into your garden this year.